What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Scarecrow. So I just randomly found out about this movie the other day. I was browsing eBay. I came across it. It's some random direct-to-DVD Scarecrow movie from 2002. I found it on eBay and I googled it and I saw some photos. I thought the Scarecrow himself looked pretty darn cool, like the costume and the makeup. So I was like, what the heck, you know? Let me pick this up. I got the little, it's like the little 3-pack. I got it super cheap. I was like, what the heck? There's sequels to this? And I've said this in other videos. I'm kind of like a sucker for those direct-to-DVD horror movies from the 2000s. I don't know, there's something about them that I like, I don't know, but yeah, so I thought, what the heck, let me pick this up, let me check it out. Never seen it before, and you know what, after watching it, I actually had a pretty darn good time with this. It's not a good movie by any means. It's like a terrible movie, like objectively speaking, like quality wise, it's not a good movie, but I had so much fun with it. It was cool. So yeah, I definitely dug it. Before I get too deep into the review, I'm going to give you all a little plot summary. So the movie focuses around this high school kid named Lester, but I mean, me personally, I thought the guy who was playing him looked like he was like 35 years old. I could be wrong, but I think there was like one scene where you see him like walking in the hallway, and it was kind of like an overhead shot, or like the over the shoulder shot, and I think he had like a big bald spot on the back of his head. I could be wrong, but that fool definitely looked 35. All the like kids in this movie that were supposed to be high schoolers, they were like at least like late 20s or like 30s. But that's like, that kind of added to the enjoyment of the movie. Like there's some like there's all kinds of like cheesy WTF moments in this movie. But anyways, the movie the movie centers around this kid named Lester. He's just like brutally bullied. Everyone bullies him. He has no friends. He's a nice, like, quiet kid, but everyone bullies him. They act like he's some freak. His teachers like yell at him and bully him. His mom is she's like a raging alcoholic. She's always bringing like random guys home that treat him badly. I think she's like an exotic dancer or something like that, but it's kind of, yeah, this movie, actually thinking of it now, the kind of setup for this character was so similar to Rob Zombie's Halloween remake. So, you know, I think Rob Zombie he stole from this movie, just playing, but anyways, yeah, this kid, he's tormented at every turn. He has a terrible home life, a terrible life at school. He's fed up and he has no one to turn to. So one night he's just lost it. He's fed up. He's, you know, at the end of his rope. So he just like goes off on this gentleman who's piping away on his mom, and he's just like yelling at this guy. And this guy, he's like a little crazy, and he's like a raging alcoholic, so he chases Lester out into this cornfield, and he like chokes him out and accidentally kills him. And before, like slightly before that, Lester like went out to the cornfield and he was looking at the Scarecrow, and he was admiring the Scarecrow, and he's like, I wish I could be like this Scarecrow and just not feel any pain. So yeah, basically he's killed like right in front of the Scarecrow, and then he wakes up the next day and his like soul or his essence is like transferred into the Scarecrow, and he's like reborn, and he doesn't feel pain, and he has this like newfound confidence, and he just pretty much for the rest of the movie just goes around killing all the people that you know, bullied him and stuff. So that's the basic plot summary for you. So now I'm going to jump into just some random likes and dislikes and, you know, WTF moments. So first things first, I already kind of mentioned this. This is why I decided to check out the movie. I think the Scarecrow looked absolutely awesome. He just, you know, he had like the tattered burlap all over. He had all these like little ropes, and like the costume was beautiful. The mask was really cool. It was all stitched together. He just had a really cool, creepy look, and he had these like kind of iconic weapons. He had like two little sickles, and it was like it was funny because he just became like, once Lester turned into the Scarecrow, he just became like an acrobat out of nowhere. He's doing like front flips, back flips, like 360 spins. Like whenever he's about to kill someone, he's just like doing some random spin or flip, and it was kind of cool, but it was kind of like really random and funny, and I really enjoyed it. Another thing that I really liked about like the Scarecrow character himself was he had all these funny one-liners. Like I did not expect that. Like every time he killed someone, every time he like confronted someone, he had like a funny, cheesy one-liner, and his voice kind of sounded like Freddy Krueger, and he was just saying bitch all the time. Like, you know, in like the later entries, Freddy Krueger's always saying bitch. Like, I mean, this isn't like a later entry, but like in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, he's like, welcome to prime time, bitch. Like, you know, there's other examples too of Freddy Krueger saying bitch, but he just, this Scarecrow, he has all these like cheesy one-liners, and he's always saying bitch like Freddy Krueger. I'm like, let's go, this movie rocks. Like I thought that was absolutely absolutely awesome, and I really liked all like the cheesy one-liners, and then him just like randomly saying bitch all the time like Freddy Krueger. It was beautiful. It was magical. Moving on here, this is a big dislike, but I you know, like I said, I still enjoyed the movie overall. The kills in this movie were absolutely atrocious. They were terrible. Every single kill in this movie was a cutaway kill. Sometimes you would see the aftermath, and there was like like a couple instances where you would see the aftermath and there'd be like a little blood, but there was like really no gore, and you don't actually like the actual kills like in real time. You don't see any of them. Every single kill is a cutaway kill, and I was waiting for there to be like an actual kill in this movie and some actual gore or like a creative kill, but no, every single kill is a cutaway. There's like no gore. So I mean, if it's like a little direct-to-DVD slasher like this, and it's like cheesy and kind of a bad movie, and you know, it's not like a objectively good movie. Like you need the comedy factor, you need the cheese factor, you need good kills. Like the fact that it didn't have good kills was pretty disappointing for me. Because I mean, it's not like it needs, it's like this type of movie, it comes out, if it comes out on DVD, it can be released not rated. They could have done crazy kills, you know? So yeah, that was kind of disappointing. And then the last point that I have here in my notes that I want to talk about is something that I really liked was, you know, in the end credits. I didn't watch like the whole end credits, but you know, like the first minute before I like turned the movie off or whatever, I was watching the end credits, and something like really cool that the director did was he listed all like the great horror directors that he took inspiration from, and he's like, thanks for the inspiration. He listed John Carpenter, he listed Clive Barker, Brian Usna, Lloyd Kaufman, Stephen King, Tobe Hooper. Like, I was like, I've never seen that before, but I think that is so cool for someone to just say like, hey, like, thank you, you know, shouts out to all these legendary horror directors for giving me the inspiration. Now I'm doing my thing. So I think that was really cool, and that was like a really nice touch, and I've never seen that before. And it's cool that this movie, like the director of this movie, is clearly a horror fan. Like, I mean, you can tell from all the, you know, like the kind of like Freddy Krueger-esque one-liners and stuff like that. Like this guy is clearly making this movie from a place of love. He's a horror fan, and that's like I like to see stuff like that. Like, you know, like Damien Leone with the Terrifier movies. Like, he's a fan making these movies for horror fans. So I love to see stuff like that. I thought that was awesome. So yeah, that's my last point. I don't have that much to say about this movie, because, you know, I just don't. But then also because I got like called into work early, so I'm trying to like get this video up before I have to go in. So I mean, if some people are disappointed about a little shorter video, sorry about that. But this one was like short and sweet, and you know, I watched this last night, so I had to get it done. So yeah, that's my review. In terms of a recommendation, I would definitely recommend this movie. Just go into it knowing it's not like a high quality movie, but I personally thought it was fun. I thought it was a very fun, enjoyable movie. It wasn't good, but it was fun and enjoyable. I watched this on DVD, but this movie is available on YouTube. Like, someone just uploaded it, and the entire movie is available on YouTube. So if you are interested, just look up Scarecrow 2002 on YouTube, and you can watch the entire movie. So yeah, that's my little recommendation, and I'm done talking about Scarecrow. So I'm gonna head out here. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.